Hey friends and family, this video is definitely part 2 to the last video I did, which was yesterday. It's really only 10 minutes later, but the reading this is referencing is the one that I released yesterday, which was the 12-month projection for the United States of America. If you have not seen that video, don't bother to listen to this one. It's not going to do anything for you. This will only benefit you or interest you if you watched yesterday's reading, which was the reading for the United States. I noticed that after I finished, the video, and I looked at it before I was about to take all the cards away, I stopped and noticed a few things that hit me like a ton of bricks, and how I didn't notice it when I was doing it the first time. But that's why sometimes when I do a reading, I sit with it for a few minutes before I say it's it. And I was looking at the cards because I felt like I was maybe missing a few points, and I was. Now, we had both Juno and Jupiter represented in that spread. Power, right? Power. We had a queen and we had an empress. So when I see multiple powers at B in play on a table, it could suggest a clash of power. It could be a clash. Now, this was a reading for the United States, which is a political beast, right? So it could have been a clash of powers between us and other powers. There was some part of that read, I think, that suggested a partnership maybe. So maybe, and those were at odds because the partnership card, I think, was September, and it was 2 of Swords, and it was directly below the 8 of Coins, which was 6 months prior, which was March. So the partnership, one of the partnerships might end up being, or a decision made with a partner, or, or something that was done in cahoots, and it might not be something we're made aware of because remember, we had 2 moon cards in that spread. So some of the stuff that goes down might be stuff we're not made aware of. It could be mental acuity declining, but it could also be things that are kept from us, done in the dark. Okay? So I thought that should be pointed out. The 8 coins that appear on the table could suggest false stability because it touches the 2 swords, which falls 6 months later. And I mentioned that as being at odds because I failed to notice when I was doing the read, but March, I think March was Earth, and I think September, 6 months later, September was air, and they're at odds. So that's why I didn't catch it the first time. So it seems like things, twice in this spread, it seems like something that was done that looks good turns sour, or the effects of it, turn sour 6 months later. So what happens 6 months later diminishes the value of what appears to have been accomplished 6 months before. Now, I interpreted all the female cards as maybe women making progress. But then I suggested that because of the moon card appearing twice, that the progress may may end up being, we were deluded, where we were believing something in false hopes. However, and it could be about women power, women stepping up, women taking a stand. It can absolutely represent that, but it could also represent simultaneously a clash of power with other powerful people and other powerful players. And I don't think that should be taken lightly, and I don't think that should be overlooked. And so for that reason, I think it was very important for me to do this second video. In fact, I probably should release it as I release the other one, but I don't want it to be too confusing, so maybe I'll give it 12 hours instead of 24, I don't know. But I'm going to be releasing this on the heels of the 12-month spread for the United States. And I don't know if there was anything else that I noticed. But it was an interesting spread. And as I said, as the months progress, I will touch on each one of the months and what they suggested. Till next time, friends, peace. Stay well, be kind.